Good evening, everyone. Today is Sunday, July 27th, 2014. It is about 9:35 or so, 9:35 p.m. to be exact. So I'll keep this as short as possible. Starting off with the SPY, we closed down 0.47% on Friday, down 93 cents. Nice gap down from Thursday's close and some follow through. If you all remember, on Tuesday, July 22nd, the market gapped up, made a new high. Wednesday, a new high. And Thursday, another new high, which was 199.06. Friday, like I said, we gapped down, and we did fill that gap right here. So that's why we kind of stalled here on Friday. So I'll get rid of that line. All right, there we go. All right, so as you all know, I am holding some monthly puts on the SPY. Those puts were killing me here. Tuesday, like I said, made a new high. Wednesday, new high. Thursday, new high. And Friday, gapped down. The reason I decided to hold my monthly puts on the SPY over the weekend, number one was the volume. We kept making new highs on low volume. As you all know, I always say with low volume, you could see the market float higher, which is what we saw on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So we've been stuck in this range here, which is why I've got these two uptrending lines here. Thursday we closed at 198.65, and Friday we gapped down. So I want to get rid of these lines now. I don't want too many lines on the charts here. There we go. So nice gap down on Friday. Let's take a look at the daily chart here. All right, there we go. This 198.29 was the previous high on the SPY. That's where that comes from. And like I said, here's your all-time high on the SPY, 199.06, made on July 24th. Friday, we did bounce off of the 20-day moving average, which is this blue line. We just barely pierced it. Didn't quite get there to the penny, but pierced it, bounced, and that was also a gap fill, like I talked about. Right now, I think the futures are trading down. I am expecting the spiders to gap down tomorrow morning, but again, anything could happen overnight. But I do continue to hold my monthly puts. I do expect the market to roll over here any day now. Doesn't mean it's going to happen tomorrow, but maybe this week should be fun. I do think we are way past due for a pullback. Not a small pullback, but something around 5 to 10%. I know everyone's calling for 200 price target on the SPY. I personally don't think we will get there, but hey, anything could happen. If you follow my videos, you know I am waiting for a close below this orange line here. So far, that's been acting as support on this market. So again, a close of this and a close below 194.80, and I do think the spiders could move down to 193.15 at least short term. This 198.40, you'll see your red line here, your 50-day moving average is sloping right into that level. So I do think you will find some minor support here on the SPY. Moving right on to, actually before I move on, I'd like to show you guys these monthly puts that I purchased. Here's the chart for those. So there we go. Okay, so here's your 10-minute time frame. Friday, these puts did come back to life. These things made a low of 115. I am in at about 250, two and some change. So this was hurting me for the past few days, but like I said, these do look like they're coming back to life. So that's nice to see there. Moving right on to IWM. This is the Russell 2000 ETF. The Russell looks weak. Russell made a high of 120.97, and since then this has just been kind of rolling over. From a high of 120.97 to its current price, the Russell has moved down. Let's see here, 6.43%. So nice rollover on the IWM there. I think if the Russell does not hold this 112.44 level, this could move down to 110.60. So keep those levels on your charts, and we'll keep this one on watch for the week. Next up, IYT. This one too I am bearish on. I think this could pull back to at least 147.92. I have talked about this uptrending line in my older videos, so I won't spend too much time on that. Moving right on, here's a new one, the RSX. As you all know, this is the ETF to track the Russian market. If this can't hold this 24.37, this thing could move down to 22.88. That would be about a 6.5% move on the RSX. So I will be keeping a very close eye on this one for a potential short. Moving right on to UNG. This is natural gas. If we look at the daily, I do have a level here, 1965. I might get involved in this one if this moves a little bit lower. Currently, this is trading at 20.83. Friday, this closed down 1.65%. Once again, 1965 is where I think I would probably be a buyer of this UNG. All right, moving right into some stocks. Looking at LinkedIn. LinkedIn has earnings this week, I believe, on the 31st. Yep, after the market closes. LinkedIn has made a big move here these past couple of days here. This thing has rallied up at least 13 to 15%, as you can see here. I do have a level of resistance here at 182.43, and just in case, like I said, earnings are on the 31st, this thing could move up to 196.79. That would be another level that I've got in here as resistance, or this could find support at 166.40. Again, earnings could take a stock either way, up or down. So I won't be involved in LinkedIn only because of earnings, but keep those levels on your charts. Facebook, I'm not doing anything with this one. This has made a new all-time high of 76.74 after announcing earnings on the 23rd of this month. So I do expect Facebook to pull back, but like I said, I am not involved in this. This has made a big move. Moving right on to Yelp. There we go. Yelp has earnings also on July 30th after the market closes. Yelp has been kind of boring here. To me, this is bearish. I do have a level here, 68.58. I think Yelp has a lot of resistance here at all these moving averages, but because earnings are right around the corner, I am providing some levels of support and resistance. Upside, 80.58. Yelp, like I said, has a lot of resistance here, but earnings could move a stock up or down. So 80.58 or 61.83 is where I think Yelp would find some support. Moving right on to Twitter. Twitter closed down 1.42% on Friday. Twitter is struggling here at the 20-day moving average. This blue line, I do have a level 40.04. Twitter does have earnings on the 29th. It looks like Tuesday, this thing announces earnings after the market closes. So I am providing some levels here on Twitter. 42.95 to the upside, 36.10, and 33.91. So we'll keep Twitter on watch. Next up, SPLK. This one's kind of creeping up slowly from this 45.95 level, but I am bearish on SPLK, as you all know. Here's your 20. I think you will find some resistance up here. Support for SPLK, if it loses this 45.95 level, I think this could move down towards 39.34. Upside on this, if it breaks this candle here, the high on this was 51.74. 56.05 would be max move on SPLK, but like I said, I do favor the downside on this one. Moving right on to Netflix. Netflix closed down 0.83% on Friday. As I said in my video, I would provide a level on Netflix. That is 408.50. I will keep that level in mind for a potential bounce play on this one. Once again, 408.50. Next up, GDX. I am bullish on the GDX. If we look at the weekly chart on this one, I do favor the upside on this. This inverse head and shoulder has been holding well. This again is a weekly chart. I will maybe get into the GDX this week as I am bullish on this one. Moving right on to a new stock that I've not talked about. Let's look at the daily chart. Symbol AA, this is Alcoa. This has closed down 2.57% on Friday. The high on Alcoa was 17.22. This has pulled back now. So far, this thing's pulled back about 4%. I do think you will find some support on Alcoa at 16.12, so I'll keep an eye on that. Another level to watch is 15.14. Next up, GLD. I am bullish on gold, GLD. I've got a level here of 124.32. That's been working out very well. Friday, this thing closed up 1.16%. But if by any chance, if the GLD does pull back towards this 123.16, that's where I'd be buying this thing. I'd be all over the place, or I'd be all over this one, I should say, at 123.16. If you look at the bigger picture on GLD, the weekly chart, here we go. I'd like to see this break this downtrend line, and then the GLD could see a big up move, in my opinion. Moving right on to Google with GOOGL. Let's see if the chart pulls up. There we go. All right, so if Google L closes below this uptrending line, which I've drawn in here, all right, once that closes below that, I will get bearish on this. Google closed down 0.82% on Friday, so I'll be keeping an eye on this one. One more chart I have here is SILC. This thing has really just crashed from 82 down to $27 currently. This thing has moved down. That's a 62% move on this stock. Let's take a look at the weekly chart. There we go. So I do have two levels on this one. A potential bounce play, 26.45, and you'll notice on the weekly that is your 200-day moving average on the weekly. Again, 26.45, or if in case that level does not hold, there is a small gap to fill here at 24.48. I kind of favor this 24.48 level, but I will be keeping an eye on this one to see how how it reacts to either one of these levels. So keep that one on watch, I should say. And let's take a quick look at the futures. Right now it is 9:50 p.m. Futures are trading down, 2.25 points. Let's look at the 10-minute time frame. There we go. All right, so here we go. Futures selling off at the early session and now just kind of going sideways here. Once again, these are trading down 2.25 point. I do expect a small gap down on the SPY tomorrow morning, but again, the night's still young. Anything could happen overnight. All right, that's all I had for tonight. Thank you all for watching the video and have a very good night.